There's nothing that adds warmth and beauty to a home like a hardwood floor. The problem is, the average person is more than a little intimidated to tackle the job. That means paying a contractor and possibly moving the project out of a set price range. Well, now there's a hardwood floor made for the do-it-yourself install. Rapid Lock. Rapid Lock is an engineered hardwood flooring that floats over a subfloor. That means no nails, no glue, no staples, no problems. Today, Jen and I are going to show you how easy it is to install Rapid Lock hardwood flooring. Here are a few things you're going to need for your install. Safety glasses, pencil, chalk line, rubber hammer, small pry bar, tape measure, expansion spacers, saw, finish nails, nail set, hammer, jam saw, utility knife, glue, tape, matching transition pieces, and underlayment. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is get that flooring into the house. It has to acclimate to the room for at least 72 hours before we do our install. Now our room's already been prepped, the carpet's up, and we're ready to put some underlayment down. Let's go take a look. The underlayment you use will be dictated by the subfloor you will be going over. For applications over a wood subfloor, felt, rosin paper, or underlayment padding may be used. If the application will be over concrete, a vapor barrier pad must be used.
Some underlayment pads will have an adhesive attached to them, and some require additional tape for the install. If the adhesive is not attached, butt the rows together and use tape for the seam. If the adhesive is attached, follow the manufacturer's installation instructions for the install and use the adhesive provided for the seam.
Here's a contractor tip for you. To ensure a tight vapor barrier, overlap the seams, cut both pieces at once, pull out the waste, and tape the seam. Using a jam saw, cut the casing and door jamb down to allow room for the new flooring. Find the straightest wall in the room. Usually this will be an outside wall. Measure out from the wall the width of a plank plus 1/4 inch for expansion. Make a mark on each side of your run and then snap a chalk line. Place the expansion spacers between the wall and your plank. Then begin laying out your first row of flooring. Be sure to leave room for expansion at the beginning and ending of each row. Here's a contractor tip for you. Take the last piece in the row and flip it end for end. Hold it 1/4 inch away from the wall and mark for your cut. You really don't even need a tape measure. Before you start laying out the rest of the rows of flooring, open at least 3 boxes. Lay the boards face up so you can see them. You want to space the boards randomly and try to stay away from getting patches of similar colors and grain patterns. Before you install a plank, make sure you inspect it for any warping or defects. Now, let's take that cutout from the first row to start our second row. This will give us a nice staggered pattern and limit the waste we'll have for the project. Install the planks by angling slightly. Push them forward and lock them into the groove. The patented locking mechanism securely fastens the previous row of planks into place. Make sure the seams from the first and second rows are at least twice the width of a plank away from each other. If you're installing 4-inch wide planks, try to keep your seams 8 inches or more away from each other. Continue across the room. Finish the rest of the rows the same as the first one, keeping 1/4 inch expansion space at the beginning and ending of each row. The last row may have to be ripped down in order to fit. A table saw works best for this, but a hand saw will do the job.
Next, remove the expansion spacers and cut off any extra underlayment. Make sure that the 1/4 inch of expansion space is clear of debris.
Our floor is installed. Apply the quarter round using the trim nails, hammer, and nail punch. All we have left is our transition pieces. Cut them to fit and go ahead and glue them down. Remember, our product is a floating floor. When you apply the transition pieces, never attach them to the flooring and the subfloor. Be sure to place felt protectors on the legs of all furniture before you stage your room. Thanks for watching. We hope this video will help you out with your project. If you have any more questions about our flooring, be sure to look for us online at customsurface.com.